Okay, everybody, we're starting today in Galilee and the Golan Heights. This is the northern part of Israel. If we open up the map a bit, let me see if I can figure this out, how to open up this darn map. That's it, eh? Okay. There we go. You see the northern part of Israel has the Sea of Galilee on one side, the Mediterranean on the other, Lebanon in the north, and east of the Golan, we have Syria. So where we're going today is, let me just fold this up a little bit and zoom in. We're going to go to two borders. We're going to go to the kibbutz Mizgavam, looking over Lebanon here, and then I'm going to drive, hold on a second, come on. Then I'm going to drive east and a little bit south to a place called Marom Golan. You can see there's a lookout sign there. And we're going to be looking into this valley. And I'll talk about, it's called the Valley of Tears, place of a famous bank battle. So I'll be taking us there today, and usually I would do this talk in the car, but because I've already been there and there were a lot of people, it's a little quieter here in my home. We'll be able to go. Hopefully I won't be making many more of these movies because I'll be out guiding, and I've already guided, even though we're heading for now today. We're stopping incoming tourism because of the Omicron, or whatever it's called, the variant from South Africa. But hopefully I'll see you soon in Israel. So from December 12th, you'll be able to come again. So everybody, bye-bye, and let's go to our first stop. Hello. Okay, everybody, so we're here. This is you can take a look here. And this is the point, that's already the border fence where we can't go. That's already a restricted area. But if you look in this valley and this town right there, that is Metula. That's Israel's northernmost town. And just above it on this hill is Marjayun, and that's in Lebanon. So this is the Hermon. Again, this is the Hermon mountain, and a third of it is Israel, 2/3 of it is on this side Lebanon, but on the other side is Syria. So this is just a short tour of the border here. There's a soldier here, so I'm not photographing his face, so I'm able to do that. There's army presence here, and here comes a Jeep coming in, made in Israel. We get kits from America and make them in my old hometown of Nazareth Elite. Make those Jeeps for the Israeli army. So my name is Jacob Firsel, licensed tour guiding Israel, reporting from the northern border of Israel. Take care, everybody. Have a happy holiday. Okay, everybody, welcome to another border point here, and where what I'm showing you now is a very famous place in Israel. I'm on top of a mountain called Mount Ben Tal, and I'm at the very really northern part of it. What you see is the Hermon. Now, we were on the other side just earlier, and where you see those propellers, the other side of the propellers is Syria. Now, this is a very important place because this valley we see here, I'm going to pan nice and slow. This valley is called the Valley of Tears. And at the Valley of Tears, one of the most famous tank battles in world history took place. Yom Kippur, 1973, that was October 6th, and this was Israel's Pearl Harbor. Now, Israel is being attacked in two fronts. Now, Israel is not built to fight a two-front war. We mainly use our reserves to fight wars. The 18 to 21-year-olds, they hold the line. So there was just right over here, there was a commander called Janusz Ben Gal, Colonel Janusz Ben Gal, and he was in command of the 7th Armored Division. And he put one of his battalion commanders, a guy named Avigdor Kahalani, with about 150 tanks here, and more or less on this line. You see two hills there. That's called the Hermonite. That's the Hermon Mountains in back. The Hermonite is this little, what I'm pointing at now, and that is Booster Ridge. And that's our line. About 150 tanks, British-made Centurion tanks with Israeli guns, with 120-millimeter guns. And over here, from this big valley, come about 750 Syrian tanks with state-of-the-art T-62 and T-55 Russian-made tanks. Now, the battle here lasted about 20 hours. And in the end, let me just say something. These are the 18 to 21-year-olds holding the line here, and they're supposed to hold the line till the cavalry comes, so the reserves get here. But the reserves aren't coming. The reserves are being sent to the south, where the Egyptians are giving us a beating in the Sinai. So all of this battlefield here, and it looks very peaceful today, but this is the Valley of Tears. There's a town up there called New Quneitra. That wasn't there in 1973. So this is Jacob Firsel at another border, the Syrian border. So here I am. Again, we're just taking a slow pan of this very peaceful and beautiful valley. All these villages you see out here, that's all in Syria, and straight out there, about 41 miles, I don't even think that far, is Damascus. Now, it's not very clear today. I'd say visibility is about a 7, maybe a little less. And on a clear day, you can see the suburbs of Damascus. And if you look at this, there's a lake out there. There's a lake right over there, and just over that lake is the border with Syria. So this, folks, is the Valley of Tears, Emek HaBacha, we say in Hebrew. And a lot of blood was shed here. But the Israeli tankers, and I'm proud to say that my oldest son is a tank commander. He's still in reserve duty, and he still commands a tank. And this valley behind us was really Israel's test. Now, you may wonder, we were outgunned. We were outgunned, tanks about 4 to 1, 5 to 1. In guns, we were outgunned. In artillery, 10 to 1. In troops, we had 5,000 soldiers here. The Syrians had 55,000. But we held them off. And we held them off because we knew that if the Syrians were to break through here, in this place, nothing would stop them to getting to Haifa, cutting Israel in half. And that would have been the end of the state of Israel. So, this is a little bit of our geopolitical reality here.